So I'm going to show you a movement series that you can do as a modified warm-up if you ever press for time. It's also just a good stretch if you've been in the car for a long time, if you've been sitting at your desk for a long time. So anytime that you're just in this forward posture, shoulders rounded out, flex position, and we want to open things up and get a good stretch. So what we're going to do is, you can do this off of a box, off of a chair. I'm going to demonstrate from the floor so you can see the different progressions that we go through. Any point in time you can hold, if you're finding a good stretch, you can hold it for a longer period of time, and always remember to breathe through these movements. So initially we're going to start push-up position, shoulder over the elbow over the wrist. So you get yourself set, get your shoulders broad, feet are together. You're going to step as far forward as you can, coming almost knee to shoulder. And what we're going to do is you're going to try to lengthen the stride by driving that knee forward a little bit, but we want to stay in contact with our toe on the back foot. We can use this elbow here to give a little bit of an outward push. Otherwise, we can actively try to drive out by engaging the outside of the glute. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little half push-up to sink deeper into that flexion. Again, moving, you can kind of rock forward, you can drive out with that elbow, you can engage the muscle by pushing out a little bit. Just kind of moving around, seeing where you're tight in that hip. So you might be getting a stretch on the inside, might be getting a stretch on the outside, might be getting a stretch on the back. So after you take a deep breath or two into this position, you can do more breaths if you're getting a really good stretch. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lift our elbow, our knee, extend our knee, extend our elbows. We're going to push up. So now we're looking to get a stretch into this glute, into this hamstring area. If you want to intensify, you can curl that toe up to intensify there as well. We're going to drop back down. So from this position here, we can pull this elbow back, trying to engage in between our shoulder blades, retracting that shoulder. We're going to hang out here for a breath or two, and then we're going to come back down. From that position, come back to neutral, we step out, and then repeat on the other side. You could add that shoulder motion earlier, the rotation earlier before you go into that extension. That's all personal preference. But instead of just staying pretty linear in the move that you're making, try to work driving that knee forward, try to work driving that knee out. You can assist by pushing. You can even get in here and push a little bit. If you have to, you can rest by dropping down that knee on that back side and work through that motion as well. The idea is to get into these end ranges, get a good stretch, then make sure you can breathe through it. If you're having a difficult time expanding the rib cage, expanding outward in the belly area where you're taking a deep breath in, you're going to back off. You're stretching too hard. You can actually cause some tissue damage there if you're maxing the stretch and really driving into it. You want to find the stretch that you feel, and you want to try to be able to breathe through that. That deep inhale, big fill in the lungs, long exhale is going to help you to release the tension. You'll feel it immediately. If you're having a lot of trouble on the floor, grab something like a box or a chair, and then we're going to modify going through that exact same sequence. Trying to keep our spine straight here, getting that rotation, trying not to extend too far back when we go into that rotation, keep a neutral spine. I'm going to drive out, curl. So sometimes it's getting out a little bit of a lift, could be 6 inches to 12 inches. It's going to give you a little bit more of freedom of movement so you can get into the stretch more comfortably and you'll be able to breathe through it. So give that a shot, use it as your warm-up. Do about 5 or 6 of those on each side, going through that sequence and see how you feel.